Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on a new Steam sale that just went live, but more importantly, some historic low game deals as a part of this sale. Some fantastic games, two in particular that I would say are really good. Yeah, two other deals that I think are decent, but they are historic lows, super cheap, so we'll highlight all of that, and I'll give you guys another heads up on the Rockstar sale that is going on right now. That'll be wrapping up. You still got a little over a week on that, but more on that at the end of this video. First of all, Electronic Arts is, I know, everybody loves EA, we can't get enough of Ultimate Team, microtransaction, the same sports games every year, etc., but Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is 92% off for $3.19. On top of that, Star Wars Jedi Survivor is 88% off for $8.39, and you can get both games for $10.42. So you'll save a little bit. $10.42 for both Star Wars Jedi games is highway robbery. If you have not played these games, I highly recommend you to do so. Now, obviously, the elephant in the room is that Jedi Survivor is legitimately one of the biggest pile of trash PC versions of all time, at least when the game came out. This game was so bad on PC in my experience on day one and most people's experience. It has gotten much better. Is it perfect? No, but the game itself is so good. I think Jedi Survivor is so good outside of the PC port issues that if Jedi Survivor was a good PC port and a good, technically performing game, it would have been my game of the year of 2023. That's how strongly I felt about that game. I thought it was better than Alan Wake 2, thought it was better than Baldur's Gate 3. I didn't get into Baldur's Gate 3 that much, but still, Jedi Survivor was that damn good. Unfortunately, the optimization and the performance really does hold the game back. Jedi Fallen Order, you certainly should play that before you play Jedi Survivor. The games are very narrative-driven, and if you guys know me, I don't really care all that much about Star Wars. For a long time, and prior to playing Jedi Fallen Order, I had only seen one Star Wars movie to completion, and that was Rogue One, and I literally fell asleep in the theater for a portion of it. And I know that's like blasphemy. People really like Rogue One, but I just had a long day that day going to the theaters to watch that movie. But nonetheless, I enjoyed it just as an action game. I thought the story was pretty good, and I really, at this point, dig the Star Wars universe. Like, I'm not gonna sit down and watch, I'm gonna watch this Disney Plus series and that movie. Like, no, I'm not doing that. However, I can appreciate the world design and the aesthetics and everything like that, and I really do dig the Star Wars universe. Like, I love how the world was executed in Star Wars Outlaws as well, and I know people feel a certain way about that game, but I thought Jedi Fallen Order was great. I like Cal as a character, and I am really curious to see where the third game takes the story, and ultimately, most people know how the story is gonna wrap up as far as, you'll have the ultimate conclusion, but we'll see how the third Jedi game turns out. And again, Jedi Fallen Order, great. Jedi Survivor was really good as well. More of a open game in the sense of Jedi Survivor has a lot of content. Like, if you're trying to do everything in Survivor, that's a pretty big game to go through, and I know some people weren't as high on the story of Jedi Survivor. I thought the story of Survivor was really good, especially the latter half of the game. Some of the twists and turns I thought were really well done. So overall, excellent deals here for both Jedi titles. Highly recommend those two. And Jedi Survivor, even though it's not the greatest PC version, $8.39 is a bargain, but if you don't have either game, like I said, that bundle is a fantastic pickup. Alright, some other deals from the EA Lunar New Year sale that are historic lows. Wild Hearts is $4.89. Monster Hunter-esque is Wild Hearts. I had fun the time I spent with the game. It was done by Tecmo Koei, and this is another one of those Tecmo Koei titles that unfortunately, optimization-wise, wasn't very good. Actually, all four of these deals that I'm going to mention here, outside of Jedi Fallen Order ran really well. But Jedi Survivor, Wild Hearts, and the next game had their performance issues at launch. But Wild Hearts, I thought it was a super colorful Monster Hunter-esque game. Like, I enjoyed it for what it was, and for some $5, I do think it's a decent pickup. And then Immortals of Aveum is 93% off for $4.19. Look, Immortals of Aveum has some of the worst voice acting, some of the worst characters, some of the worst storytelling in a video game that I have ever played. That is not hyperbole. The game is legitimately that bad from that angle. However, The gameplay in this game, I think, is really good. The magical abilities and everything like that, even some of the puzzles, I thought all of that was done very well. And had EA and Ascendant Studios just focused on the gameplay and eliminated all the garbage narrative and, voice acting and everything like that, they probably would have saved a lot of money on the development of the game. And it just would have been a far, far better game because Immortals of Aveum, from a gameplay standpoint, I actually think there's a good game here. And for $4 and change, I think this is a really good pickup. Again, the game got clowned on a lot at launch. I played it right when it came out, and I'm not saying it's a blow-away game, but is there fun to be had? Absolutely. And I would say it's worth a pickup. Lastly, for the EA stuff, I do want to mention again, they have a lot of other deals running right now for the Lunar New Year sale. Dragon Age Veilguard is $21. I know you guys have been waiting on that. Obviously, just kidding. Dead Space Remake is $11.99. Mass Effect Legendary Edition price got bumped up a little bit. It's not available for the $5.99 it's been going for, but $8.99 is still a pretty good deal. Actually, I think it was down to like $4.49 or something like that. Some crazy discount has been available for Mass Effect Legendary Edition, but that's still a really good deal. A Way Out for $2.99 is great. Burnout Paradise Remastered for $4.99. Need for Speed Unbound for $9.79 honestly isn't like the worst thing in the world. Need for Speed Heat at $6.99. Grid Legends at $17.99. That's way too expensive for Grid Legends. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered is $5.99. And some, pretty good deals. Dragon Age Inquisition, $9.99. Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition for $7.49, which that was much cheaper during the winter sale. I believe it was $2.99. Dragon Age 2, $7.49 on that again. That was cheaper. Mirror's Edge, $6.99. Mirror's Edge is a good time for sure. Mirror's Edge Catalyst for $7 as well, which I feel like that game's aged pretty well, where when that game came out, it got crapped on by a lot of people, but I think if you go and play that game now, you'll actually have a pretty good time with it. So some pretty good deals there. And then finally, I do want to note that the Rockstar game sale is still running, the publisher sale. Grand Theft Auto 4 is 70% off for $5.99. I know this game is absolutely beloved by a lot of people. I didn't get into GTA 4 as much as a lot of other people. I did complete the game back in the day, but I remember when I was a kid and this game was coming out and reading some of the reviews and just seeing 10 out of 10s everywhere, I was expecting the holy grail of gaming, and I didn't think it was that. However, a lot of people vehemently disagree with me on that. I like GTA 5 better than GTA 4, and I know a lot of people disagree with that. And that's fine. And GTA's never been my favorite IP ever. You guys know, at least most of you know, that I much prefer Red Dead over GTA, but nonetheless, GTA 4, $5.99 there. And then lastly, Max Payne 3 is 70% off for $5.99. Max Payne 3 is awesome, man. Max Payne kind of a benched IP at this point as well, although Max Payne 1 and 2 are getting full-on remakes by Remedy, so it's not really benched in that regard, but Max Payne 3 was great, a gritty third-person shooter, mature story, definitely a good time there. Not super lengthy, but it's all killer, no filler, and I think it's a really worthwhile game, especially at $5.99. But that is going to do it for me. Again, the Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor deals are absolutely insane. Phenomenal, phenomenal deals. They're Wild Hearts, Immortals of Aveum, not phenomenal deals, but decent in their own right. EA sale and some Rockstar deals as well. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.